Hi, I'm George Cox. On today's show, information about the Zika virus, a great organization that helps needy families here in Acton, and there's a new brewery in town. Where is it? You'll have to stay tuned and find out on this edition of Talk of the Town. There's a great organization in town that helps needy families, so if you have a donation, maybe you have some stuff around the house that you want to donate, you may want to check out our segment on household goods.
Hello, I'm Sharon Martins, the Executive Director at Household Goods, and I'm here with Talk of the Town to speak with Bridget Bieber about volunteering at Household Goods.
Good morning, Sharon. How are you today?
I'm great, Bridget.
Good. Well, welcome to Household Goods. And you know that we have over 600 active volunteers at Household Goods, and we're always looking for more. It's a great place to volunteer. We have volunteers from 14 through 92 years of age, so there's always something fun for people to do here.
If I wanted to volunteer, what kinds of things could I do?
Oh, there's a huge variety of jobs for you at Household Goods. We can have you helping sort boxes or bags of linens and folding them and putting them into nice packages for our clients. You can help clients shop for goods when they're here on afternoon or morning shifts. There are just a huge variety of jobs for you to do here. You can help us in the office, you can help us on the floor. There's always sweeping to do, which is really fun, I know. But it's a great place to come and meet other people who are like-minded and who want to help people find a home.
So I don't need to be able to lift a couch to volunteer?
Absolutely not. If you can lift a pencil, you can volunteer at Household Goods. There's plenty to do besides lifting.
Great. So when you were talking about clients, could you tell us a little bit about who those people might be?
Oh, sure. Typically, it's people who have just needed a hand getting going again. It might be people coming out of shelters. We serve a lot of veterans here at Household Goods, and typically if people are able to find housing through government assistance or whatever, they move into their homes, but they have nothing to put in their homes. So we help them with that. We help them with pots and pans so they can cook a nutritious meal, sheets and mattresses so they have a place to sleep, tables so they can sit at a table and share a meal with their family, sofas to sit on. So it's really just a variety of people. There could be people who've had floods or fires, and they would come to us for assistance in finding things to put in their apartment.
Wow, and that's about 2,500 families a year.
It's a huge number, and a lot of those families have young children, so it's really wonderful to see the kids come in to pick out sheets for their new beds or chairs to sit on. They get really excited, and it really warms your heart. Oftentimes, our volunteers who are helping clients finish up with the clients at the end of their shifts, and the clients give them a big hug and a thank you, and it really does warm your heart to be able to help in that way.
Wow, volunteers must feel really good about volunteering here.
I think they do. I think, helping people directly, seeing the way that we accept donations in the morning and those very same items go right back out in the afternoon, it really makes people understand the immediacy of what we do to help other people, and you can really see the impact that we have on families. So it's really a great place, and it's a lot of fun.
Great. Now, if I wanted to donate, when should I bring my donations?
So we accept donations here on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday mornings from 9 until 12. We do some pickups for essential items in the Acton area and those towns that touch Acton. And to do that, you would call our phone number and talk to the donation folks to schedule.
Great. And what kinds of things do you need?
Oh, right now we really need blankets, silverware. Those are the big items. Our blanket shelves have been bare, and it's still quite cold out, so I encourage people to clean out what they have at home. Somebody said recently that their extra items might be somebody else's only item, so I really encourage people to do a little spring cleaning and bring their extras to us.
So we help over 2,500 families a year who are all referred by an agency. An agency refers people to come here, and when they come, they can get everything they need to set up their home. And we limit things by family size. So we have beds, dressers, lamps, living room furniture, tables and chairs, appliances. So when people come here, we hope to give them everything that they need to set up their home the day of their appointment. So many times people ask us what we accept as donations, and we're looking for anything that somebody can use to set up an apartment. So the real basics: furniture, small household appliances like microwaves, lamps. We have on our website a list of what we do and don't take. We don't take any food, clothing, or toys, but we do take plenty of the furniture items, things like coffee makers, fans, mixers, slow cookers, space heaters, fans, pots and pans, bakeware, sheets, blankets, towels, all of the real basics that somebody can use to set up their home. We'd like to thank everybody who has helped us help so many people make a home. And if you'd like more information about volunteering or donating, please visit our website at householdgoods.org, or you can call us at 978-635-1710. And thanks for helping. Hope to see you soon.
For more information about drop-off hours, you can visit their website at householdgoods.org. We had a chance to visit with Heather York from the Town Hall in the Acton Nursing Services about the Zika virus, and here is some information for you.
Hi, I'm Heather York. I am the Director of the Nursing Department for the Town of Acton. We are a public health department, and we also run the visiting nursing service in town. I'm here to give you a little information about the Zika virus today. So the Zika virus is primarily spread through infected mosquitoes. The most prevalent locations for these mosquitoes are in Africa, Southeast Asia, and the Pacific Islands. There have been no confirmed cases of mosquitoes in the United States. There are, however, confirmed cases of the Zika virus in Puerto Rico. Transmission is primarily through mosquitoes, but there are also other ways that it can be transmitted. One of those ways is mother to child. Very important if you are a pregnant woman traveling outside of the United States. If you come back and have any of the symptoms of the Zika virus, you should let your healthcare professional know. There are things that can happen to an infant as you are giving birth to the infant. You can pass the Zika virus to them then, but also the biggest threat is passing it as they are a fetus. There have been some reported birth defects because of the Zika virus. Another transmission that is prevalent is sexual transmission. Typically it is from a man to their sexual partners. The virus stays in semen longer than in blood. There hasn't been an indication of really the length of time. Blood is typically about a week and semen is longer. So any person that has the Zika virus should either restrain from having sex or wear a condom. The last one that they're investigating right now is blood transfusion. There aren't any documented cases of Zika virus through blood transfusion in the United States. There have been 2 in Brazil, but there hasn't been any in the United States. So the biggest risk is to anyone who lives or travels in the locations that I had mentioned, the Pacific Islands, Southeast Asia, and Africa, as they are found in the mosquitoes there. Once a person is infected, they're likely to not be able to be infected again, so it's sort of a one-time disease. So the symptoms of the Zika virus, most commonly people don't have symptoms and don't know they have it, but they can be carriers. But the most common symptoms are fever, rash, joint pain, and conjunctivitis, which is also known as pink eye, or any kind of red discharge from the eye. Other common symptoms, muscle aches and headache. And the incubation period is usually a few days to up to a week, is what they're reporting now. If you have any of the symptoms, you should see a healthcare provider, especially if you have traveled to any of these locations, as those are the folks that are really getting this virus more than others. It's usually mild, the illness itself. People are rarely hospitalized. And it's really just treating the symptoms. There's no medication for the virus, there's no vaccine. It's treating the general symptoms that you have. The suggested treatment is using acetaminophen or Tylenol for fever and body aches or pains, Also keeping hydrated, as if you have a fever, you have a risk of becoming dehydrated. Typically the virus is in the blood, as I said, for about a week. So helping to prevent the spread of this virus is to avoid getting bitten again by a mosquito, as that mosquito can then bite someone else and infect them with the virus. So prevention of mosquito bites, whether you're traveling or you have been diagnosed with the disease and you live in the United States. Avoiding outdoor activities where mosquitoes are prevalent, anything with standing water, wearing long pants, long sleeve shirts, using EPA approved insect repellent. There's also clothing that is treated with repellent that lasts, or products you can buy that you can put on your clothing that lasts through a few washings. So those are some of the things that you should really do. If you're sleeping outside, mosquito netting on a bed or a tent. Children, same prevention, long pants, long sleeve shirt, hats, netting over strollers, things like that when you're outside. The only caution I give is children under 2 months cannot have insect repellent put on their bodies. That's something that cannot be done. So if you would like any more information, you can go on our website, www.actonnursingservices.com. I will have a link up there to the CDC website for further information. They are the most up-to-date with information on the Zika virus. And also I will post the link to the EPA website that has the insect repellent information. Thank you.
At Keep Massachusetts Beautiful, we're working to inspire volunteers to help us clean up the vast amounts of litter that detract from the beauty of our great state. If litter along roadways, beaches, and public spaces bugs you, I urge you to get out with your neighbors, friends, family, and coworkers and join the Great Massachusetts Cleanup. This year's cleanup will take place in communities across the state on Saturday, April 23rd, and on other weekends during the months of April and May. At this time, we are seeking volunteers who will step up and lead litter cleanups in communities across the state. Our goal is to mobilize 10,000 volunteers to give Massachusetts a thorough spring cleaning. If you are interested in organizing a litter cleanup in your community or simply want to participate in a local cleanup event, please visit keepmassbeautiful.org to register your event or sign up as a volunteer. Thank you, and I hope to see you at this year's Great Massachusetts Cleanup.
Hello, Acton seniors. I'm Barbara Wilson, retired geriatric nurse practitioner. The Acton Senior Center offers at least 4 opportunities to promote good health: meals, socialization, classes, and exercise. Every Monday through Friday, a nutritionally balanced lunch is available at low cost. Many people enjoy the more elaborate meals provided by outside groups. This activity provides the added benefit of having pleasant company while eating. Isolation is a common problem when people retire, lose family members, or relocate. Classes and programs regularly designed to reach the interests of a wide variety of elders are planned. The 15 fitness classes include stretch and flex, aerobics, tai chi, and more. Certain lectures and the exercise classes always have waiting lists, which motivates me to say, please vote for a larger than 2-room senior center at town meeting this year. Thank you.
Here's Carol Lindsay with some great events going on around Acton.
Hi, I'm Carol Lindsay with Talk of the Town, and I'd like to wish everyone a very happy spring. We're putting a fresh spin on art. We'll twist our tools, swirl our paper, and give our watercolors a whirl. Whatever technique you choose, you'll create a uniquely spun piece of art that won't leave you dizzy. This event will be held at the Acton Science Discovery Museum on Friday, March 25th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Fun with Pinterest will be offered Tuesday, March 29th from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Come learn about Pinterest, the online pin board that lets you organize and share all your favorite websites, images, and videos. No registration is needed. It's very fun. Pulitzer Prize-winning poet Tracy K. Smith will read from her work Tuesday, March 29th at 7:30 p.m. as a part of the 16th Annual Robert Creeley Award. The event, which is free and open to the public, will be held at the Acton-Boxborough Regional High School Auditorium, 36 Charter Road in Acton. Spring means home improvement time. If this is your year to redo the kitchen, put on that deck, build a family room, or add a garage, prepare yourself by attending this program by Acting Building Department staff. They will overview the building permit requirements and process and answer many of the common questions asked by the people as they move toward home renovations. This will be held at the Acton Memorial Library Meeting Room at 7 p.m. Thursday, March 31st. Thank you so much for joining us.
Find out what's in the cards for you with our house astrologer, Chris Flisher.
This is Chris Flisher with Talk of the Town. Happy New Year! Yes, you read correctly. Although our calendars may display March, this is the time of year that we truly begin again. This time period represents the ingress of the sun into Aries, the first sign of the zodiacal cycle. Although we always defer to January 1st as the beginning of our new cycle, in truth it is the arrival of Aries that signals the start of the natural new year. Spring is the time of new beginnings, and Aries is the leader of the zodiac, eager to stake the claim on all things new, revolutionary, and fresh. With a sense of perpetual initiation, the Aries ram lives to scratch the surface and delve for something new. So here we are. With so much yet to be decided on the world stage, we might view this as an ominous period of beginning, and yet, out of that constant swirl comes a new way forward. If nothing else, Aries is courageous. With a headstrong determination to slash and burn his way through the final goal, Aries will charge on through any and all adversaries. When we glance across the political landscape of the U.S., or the world for that matter, we can clearly see the need for such departure. Leave it to the Aries to set the course, and thus the new year has arrived. We are entering a season of responsibility, and thankfully so. With so much in the way of ridiculous rhetoric floating around the cosmos, it may come as a welcome relief that we finally grow up and act like the adults we were intended to be. Saturn will be joined by Mars in Sagittarius, and we should begin to see the emergence of a different kind of conversation. Mars, joined by Saturn, may force us to step up and shift the discourse in an entirely new direction. With that perfect planetary alignment as the bedrock, we may finally see topics shift into a much more serious tone. It may be time to put away the toys and clean up our acts. While some view Saturn as a malefic planet, many also regard it as the great enforcer, the adult, the responsible person in the driver's seat. The timing couldn't be better, especially when we look out at the political spectrum. With candidates withering away, the time has come for real policies to emerge. No longer will empty rhetoric stand for an answer. The universe will demand real hard facts and substance over empty promises from campaign stages. Talk to you next month.
And for more information about full astrology forecast, you can visit Chris's website at turningofthewheel.com. Coming up next, Molly Lockman from The Beacon with the new brewery in town.
Well, we're over here now with the co-owners. Got Peter, Stephanie, and Matt, and Jake. All right. So yeah, how does it feel to be open?
It feels fantastic. It's been a long time coming. I mean, having grown up in Acton, we know how bad Acton needs a place like this, and we're so, excited and thankful to bring what our brothers and our partners have done up at 7th Settlement in Dover, New Hampshire, to bring it down here to Acton.
And has it been hectic keeping up with everything?
It's definitely been hectic, but we've worked really hard all together. We've definitely had lots of late nights painting here and getting everything ready.
And what about you? What are you excited about now that it's open?
I'm excited to actually have this place open and get on to our next projects.
And I know you're really busy, but for people who don't know, you're true to your beer in that you use the original ingredients from everything. I don't know if you want to speak quickly to True West.
Well, we're a community-supported brewery. So we've got a lot of people that have invested in what we call a share, and that allows our brewers to do a lot of work with true to style ingredients, bringing in yeast from Belgium, bringing in yeast from across the world, to be able to do the beers the way they want to do them. That the share members get their own mug at the bar, and they get to come in and do brewery tours and have parties with the brewers and things like that. So there's a lot in it.
And what's your favorite beer?
It's not on yet. It's going to be the IPA, the Garish IPA. We have the golden and the brown. They're the first batch of each, so they haven't been officially named.
And if people want to learn more or get in touch with you, what's the best way to reach you?
Well, we're really good at responding on Facebook, so like True West on Facebook. You can also go and check out 7th Settlement, so that's the number 7thsettlement.com and TrueWest.com. So that'll show menus and beers that are coming up, and it'll also show information about our brother brewery, 7th Settlement, up in Dover.
And how many beers do you plan to have on tap that are True West?
At any given time, once we're up and fully operational, we'll have anywhere between 8 and 12 of our own beers. We'll also be adding another draft power, so we'll get up to 24 taps at any given time.
And the beer is all made right past that glass. 10 barrels?
Yeah, we have a 10-barrel system, so all of our own beer, I think, travels about a total of 35 feet from the brewery to your tap.
And can you tell me what this mug is all about?
I guess just part of the brew club. They have it once, you can buy it once a year. And it has a bunch of perks to it, which I can't remember all right now.
And as a member of this pub brewery, what do you hope to do with the membership over the course of the year?
Come in and have some beer.
And what is your typical favorite kinds of beer?
IPAs, English ales.
And so you came here today, opening day, with the idea of just seeing how everything's going?
Absolutely, just to soak it in.
All right, we are back behind the scenes of True West, where the magic happens, and we are with the head brewer, Russell Carpenter. And Russell, you actually have a scientific background in making, biology, I guess, right? Was it?
I do have a bachelor's in chemistry and a PhD in biochemistry, but that kind of life was really not for me. It didn't excite me as much as just experimenting at home on my homebrew setup with different yeast strains and different types of beer that I've made over the past 10 years.
And you were up at the Dover location of 7th Settlement before this?
Yes, I was. I volunteered for about 3 months or so, and they started paying me part-time for a little bit with the idea that I was going to come down here and be the head brewer, which actually came to fruition, which is fantastic.
And so you'll be here full-time behind the scenes tending to these 10 barrels. And I guess, what is your approach when it comes to making the beer?
It's a little bit of science and a little bit of art as well. I try to use, beer style specific ingredients. So for making a German beer, I'll use German ingredients. If I'm making a Belgian beer, I'll use Belgian ingredients. And just kind of go from there. I taste every ingredient that goes into the beer just to make sure I know what flavors to expect. And then just, it's a little bit of trial and error as well. So, these first few batches might be, tweaked a little bit in the next coming months or so to kind of, get the best quality beer that we can make.
I hope you can come by. True West Brewery just opened today, and cheers.
You can check out great stories about Acton at actonwickedlocal.com with the Beacon. Coming up next, I had a chance to do a producer spotlight with Cecile Allaire about her show, Let's Cook with Cecile. Tell us how you came to Acton to do this great, wonderful cooking show for us.
I came here because of my husband. He was invited here one day for an interview for, I think, the town something. It was because of the town. He was interviewed here, and then he looked at the kitchen and he was talking to Mark, and he said, "Oh, my wife would love to, she would have a blast doing something in here." Actually, he's always looking for a way to pull me out of my work, of my computer, because I write books. And when you write books, you're in there, all the time. And it's very difficult to do something else. And so he had this idea, and I'm very happy because coming in here for me is vacation.
And what inspired you to do a French cooking show?
Because cooking is part of my life. We are a family of foodies, like crazy. I think he married me because since we were little, already when we met when I was 10, he was 12. And very quickly he had the bad habit of coming home, visiting and telling, smells good in here, what are you doing? And his mom was a very bad cook, and so he was regularly coming home, and I was always cooking something since I was little, always. So of course it was natural. I've been teaching food in every countries we ended up living. I've been teaching for the French communities in every country, like in China especially, and so he knew that maybe I would have a blast, and I do.
And what would you like to tell people who want to do a show, they have an idea for a show about this station?
Especially if you do a cooking show, the good thing is you always have guinea pigs to eat your stuff, You always. So yeah, no, I love it, and but any show, works. You guys are very professional, and you always have everything ready, and you can have very cute co-hosts, like with a pink shirt and everything, springy. So yeah, it's a good place to have a show.
So if you'd like to see Cecile's show, you can see it on demand and on our website at ActonTV.org. And remember, if you want to do your very own TV show, maybe you have a show idea, drop us a line. As you can see, I'm standing in front of this great set, which is available to you. If you're an Acton resident, maybe you have a show idea, drop us a line at ActonTV.org. For all of us at Talk of the Town, we want to wish you a great week. I'm George Cox. We'll see you again next time.